Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nirmadan, and I'm going to be doing the December patch notes that are basically on the horizon for the consoles and PC side of gaming for Black Ops 2. So with that address, guys, I know somebody in the comments of the last video wanted me to get this out faster, so without further ado, let's get started because we have a very extensive list and it's going to, be a lot of information for you guys. So some of the new features and improvements that are going to be on the I guess you'd say side of Black Ops 2 that are going to be improved. You have added support for the posting live stream URLs to Twitter, improved audio ramble responsiveness when hitting enemies with gunfire, improved overall communication of double XP when enabled, AIR, better communications how XP was earned in match bonus, added the ability to view league play teams from any player's player card. So if you're a league play guy, definitely that looks like it's going to be resolved for you. Added the ability to preview player card from League solo leaderboards. Added a number of security system enhancements, probably because of the hackers. Added hardcore kill confirmed playlist to the hardcore category. Some issues that were addressed, and there's a lot, so I'm going to kind of just pick and choose, but definitely I will put a link in the description for you guys can check out the entire list. They fixed a rare hang upon loading into maps when joining a session in progress after fresh boot. So it looks like it was awaiting textures and then it probably just stopped, your console froze. It could have done something like that. I know PS3, you guys have been having a tremendous amount of issues with Black Ops 2, but Black Ops definitely was not a very good release for you guys as well. Game Renew reset the care package for non-owner of the care package re-rolls the package for using the engineer perks. So I think that means that if you're not the owner, you can't just sit there and screw your friend over. Players with Black Cat PDA can no longer hack the care packages faster than the owner. That's kind of good. I never really saw that too much, but if you were a troll, I'm sure you were probably abusing that quite regularly because the care package is a low kill streak, which in turn basically means that, you could see a lot more of them on the field, I guess you'd say. Added a fail-safe to prevent spawn trapping and capture the flag. I know Wings of Redemption did a video talking about the spawns and capture the flag are basically stationary, so I think that's probably where that patch is coming from. I know that was being quite abused by a lot of the better known people, I guess you'd say, in the community, or just anyone that had a team of 6. Increase sight checks to turrets to improve spawning algorithms. Fixed a number of new UI error messages reported by users. Yes, I have gotten a fair share of those, so I did talk about this in yesterday's video, so if you are unsure what I'm talking about, or you've received them yourself, you can definitely do the research and that'll be presented to you. Improved overall theater and the live streaming stability, which is awesome because I think theater mode was taken down because of the 10th prestige glitch or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I know they're starting to ban / reset players. So good luck if you did do that. Hopefully you'll be one of the few that get to keep your rank, I guess you could say. Improved film rendering stability and made progression bars more accurate while rendering a film. Addressed issues where prevent some master challenges from being completed. Precision weapons wet work will now unlock after 10 kills. Players that help with the synchronized attack challenge now get credit for it, which I'm not sure what that challenge is, to be completely honest with you guys, but must have been an issue. The medium for kill death graph in the AAR is set at 1.0 instead of 0. Wasn't for sure what that was all about, but it does make a lot more sense now that you kind of look at it. Okay, players can no longer get on top of the shrubs on Nuketown 2025. Thermal vision overlays no longer appear with the VTOL glitch. Kills from the explosion on the explosive crossbow now count towards challenges, which is kind of good, to be honest with you. Counter UAVs no longer remain for the rest of the game after the host migrates. Clan tags are no longer locked immediately after prestige. Offline profiles can no longer be exploited to join online games when an online profile is not signed in. I'm not sure what that's about. I guess I've never had people that have issues with stability on the online setting, but if that was an issue, definitely doesn't look like that'll be occurring anymore. Multi-team games no longer count as a tie if the entire team quits. So I think, if I'm correct, multi-team is, I want to say 3 or more teams, but anyway, you have different sections of teams, kind of like Battlefield 3, for example, like squad attack or whatever it's called. Anyway, Basically, I guess there was a problem with if one team left the game would end and then everyone would get a loss, which I'm sure that happened a lot because I know people don't stay around in Call of Duty very long. They rage quit very, very quickly. So I bet that was a problem, but if you are wanting to get back into that, definitely it looks like it's resolved. Fixed an area in Express where the K9 unit could get stuck. I haven't seen a whole lot of K9 units around the map, but, you know, cool. EMP grenades no longer affect the Codcaster HUD. Party privacy count no longer affects how many bots will spawn in combat training. Shadows seen through sniper scopes now render more correctly. I don't snipe, so that doesn't affect me, but I know a large majority of the Call of Duty community is quick scopers, that kind of crowd, so I'm sure they're happy with that address. Players can no longer stand on invisible collisions on carrier. Drop shot medals is no longer awarded after standing back up. Players can now copy a custom class and the correct prestige extra prestige slot, which I guess that's cool. I don't know why you'd want to copy, but yeah, you know, whatever. Here are some of the more interesting things, the things that I really want to talk about. A lot of that crap is just like, oh, okay, cool, stuff that you've either encountered or haven't encountered, maybe significantly less or more of it. But here's where it gets interesting. This is where it's going to change, you know, Black Ops 2 a lot more, and I think a lot of the perks will be a lot more balanced, I would say, instead of having one that's just you have to use it instead of getting just absolutely raped by UAVs. The UAV now costs 425 points instead of 350. I think that's good because I really got tired of getting UAV spam. Let's be honest, everyone was using UAV. And the next one is very controversial, but I think it's really good. I think it was extremely overpowered and it gave no chance for survival, so in my eyes, I'm proud of what they did. I know a lot of the big commentators that are used to having six-man teams with tryhards and, you know, doing that kind of stuff are a little pissed, but they'll have to learn to grow up, I guess, and play the game in a different perspective. But with that in mind, guys, lightning strikes now take 750 milliseconds. They have a delay on them, which I think is awesome. So it means if you're capturing like A, C, B, and domination, or a bomb site and demolition, or whatever, you actually have a chance to get out of this way this time instead of just getting instantly raped when it flies through and just drops a giant bomb and kills, you know, usually it was killing about 1 to 4 people, no problem. So I think this is a good thing. I know the lightning strike was extremely overpowered for what kind of a kill streak it was. It really wasn't that hard to get, and I mean, let's be honest, you really only had to jump on like 2 flags and bam, you already had a UAV and a lightning strike, which in turn basically made you get your next one right off the bat. So I'm proud of them. You know, I got to give them props, I guess you could say, but there's a lot that's still not fixed in my eyes, but we're getting there. Equipment, bouncing betties increase the grace period between trigger and the activation by 200 milliseconds so they don't just instantly go up and blow up and rape you in the butt. Sensor grenades, I use these a little while, but, you know, whatever. They increase the range, now they're at 1,000 units. The frequency is now at 800 milliseconds between pings, so basically that allows it for every 6 seconds a player will appear, you know, on the map within a certain vicinity, which is 1,000 units. The concussion grenades decrease movement penalty and turn speed penalty when hit, so basically you're not getting instantly stopped by concussions anymore. They were a little overpowered, but again, there are ways to counter that, I guess, if they were really pissing you off that bad. The submachine guns, the most interesting part, but I'm not seeing a lot of information here that I'm like, yes, submachine guns aren't going to be overpowered. They're still going to be able to beat assault rifles, it looks like, at all ranges. So if you guys were like me and you were expecting them to do a lot of work and really balance the game a little bit, you're going to be a little depressed by the information I'm going to bring you. But with that in mind, definitely we'll see what happens in the future. So this applies to all the submachine guns I'm about to list. For the submachine guns, increased hipfire recoil, so, okay, whatever. Increased max hipfire spread from 4.75 to 5, so not much of an increase by 0.25. So a little bit of increase, not terrible, still nothing that, you know, was really making them overpowered. Reduced the bullet penetration, which I guess that's alright. They were really piercing through stuff that was really fake, that definitely you were kind of scratching your head going, you know, that's not realistic, that's got an issue that needs to be addressed. So the MSMC and the PDW now have more recoil. The assault rifles, this affects all reduced idle sway, so they're a little bit more accurate. The XM8 got a couple of patches, reduced the lethal range from 3 hit kills from 250 to 50 inches. The XM8 also has select fire, so it increased the recoil. The FAL, again, increased recoil and full auto feature. SWAT as well, increased recoil and full auto. The MTAR made automatic aim values consistent with other assault rifles, so there was a problem there. They fixed it. The sniper rifles, they got an increased hip fire spread, and the laser also increases the hip fire spread as well. By the XPR50 increases recoil slightly, so nothing too exponential there. The shotguns, I know the 870 has been something people have been bitching about. It got a reduced one-hit range by about 45 inches, so it's a little bit more balanced. It's still going to be probably one of the better ones, but the pistols are consistent with the B23R reduced headshot multiplier by, looks like 0.3, along with the KP40 reduced the headshot multiplier by about 0.4. So overall, guys, I mean, I will definitely link the article so you guys can go check it out, but this is going to be Nerd Mode On signing off because we are running out of time, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.